What up, y'all? It's your boy Son. It's another Jason Files episode. Got my Ace Boone Coon in the building, Miss Taylor Day.
What
Uh,
else? It was good.
I don't know where he at, but he's gonna be showing up. Got an action-packed show for y'all today. But before we even talk about any of that, I want to talk to my girl real quick. Taylor Day, what's going on? You all right?
Nothing much. I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there, just out here in these streets, just trying to hustle up some grub. You know what I'm talking about? Staying on my grind.
No doubt, no doubt.
How
Well,
are you?
I'm good, man. It's raining over here, and it's
Mm.
I mean, it's slightly warm. What's the weather like in the NYC right now? I just want to know.
It's the same as you guys. Let me see that. It's actually 45 right now. So
Okay,
it's
yeah.
not raining or anything. It's 45. Hoping that it's going to warm up this week.
Hmm.
Today was a high 52. So we're going to be in the 50s this week, which is fantastic because
Yeah,
your girl needs it.
factuals. I feel the same way. Definitely working outside. I didn't feel too bad today. Got a little sunshine, but it was also a little, you know what I mean, a little crummy
Yeah.
too. We got the little sprinkles, but anyways, man. If y'all know y'all here with, well, you know you're here with us to talk Marvel. So we're going to talk some Marvel, but we do have a little addition to our format for today. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to talk about per se, but we came up with the idea, yo. We're going to talk Marvel on the front end of the show, however long
Mhm.
that is. But on the back end, we're going to talk real life. And, because everybody can't connect with Marvel. Some of you might just tune in because you like Taylor Day's face. I ain't going to say my face, but you might like Taylor Day's face.
We
But
got that face
uh,
face.
you
Y'all
know,
tuning in face. The
these
ageless
faces,
face.
you know what I mean? These faces be facing sometimes, man. That's all.
Facing.
But yeah, but yeah, we're just gonna talk some Marvel, and then we're gonna get into some life stuff at the end of the show. So stay tuned for that. But up front, right here, we're gonna talk Spider-Man, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, which ended what maybe 3 weeks ago. Um,
Mhm.
but we're a little late. Got sick last week. If I sound a little nasally, my bad. But it got me. My brother was over here like this.
Oh,
It's
oh
not.
Lord.
Yeah, and it
Oh
got
no.
cold on it. You have to make
Oh,
sure you get it because it
gotta get
freezes on you.
that Vicks up in there. The-
You know what? I cannot stand Vicks. I don't know what it is. I just don't like
Listen,
Vicks, man. I
probably
go.
you're
I don't even take medicine very much for when I'm
what?
sick like that. I took some Claritin a couple times just to see if that's gonna clear up the nostrils and all that, but it didn't do too much.
Excuse me. Because you mean that you were sick, and the only thing you took was Claritin?
Factuals. Like, listen, like I said when I told y'all, it's a cold, but for me, like I didn't have no fever. I didn't have nothing like throat related other than drainage coming down
Yeah.
to cause a cough. But other than that, I didn't feel sick. I was just stopped up. I
You
don't
can
take
still take
medicine very
things
often.
to help. You can take things to decongestants to help get all that out though,
Some tissue.
because it's those tissue.
Yeah, the tissue. Get that up out
That's
of there.
hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. We got my
That's
man on
hilarious.
the road in the building. Hold on. J Camp. No,
Hey,
What's happening?
in the Whipperfield.
great escape.
What's happening? I heard that toilet tissue. Somebody said they
Getting
had
in
some
the middle
toilet
of
tissue.
tissue. I don't take medicine like that. The decongest, I hit with a tissue. A
Look,
little bit of
That's
Taylor
crazy.
was like, "You just had clarity."
Listen, it it'd be a whole
yeah.
pharmacy up in my sphere whenever I'm sick.
Now
I'm like,
listen to
no.
me. I know how our family get down.
Listen, I need to be well. I
Baby.
go outside, work out,
Okay,
get a
we
sweat
got
on.
work to do. Like,
Yeah,
wrap it up. This got to get this.
Hey,
factuals.
Camp, it ain't no medicine for them alligators you be seeing though. You
Listen,
just
it ain't, but I got 2 feet. I can I can take off on them knees. though.
He said,
deuces.
I don't use the wheels a lot, but I'll use it if I see one of them joints, especially if they pulling up like that. You know,
Heck
"That's
yeah, man.
crazy."
Michelin's on standby. You heard me?
factuals.
You want us to? You gonna get back to the lab and hop in?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a hop in.
All right.
Get back to the lab. How long you got?
I got about 15, maybe 10, 15, something like that.
That's real.
Table, my
Do what you gotta do, Jay Kent.
Yep. I'll tap back in with y'all.
guy. I bet him.
Yep.
Hey, it's live. Where did Jamie Foxx when they did that the Archie Bunker show?
Yes.
All in the Family. They did it live.
Yeah.
He messed up. It's live.
It's live.
Only Jamie Foxx. It was a
That's
beautiful moment.
real.
But anyways, all right. Before we get into Spider-Man, if you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're watching it from the Simply Marvelous side, which is crazy that most people have been watching it from the Simply Marvelous
Yes.
numbers. It's kind of beautiful. Do the same on that side. Hit the like button. Migrate over to the Jason Files and hit that like button as well, or subscribe, please. But without further ado, let's get into some Spider-Man. Brother Peter. All right. I guess if you've been listening to us talk about this show in previous live shows, we liked it. There's no question about it. We actually loved it. I would put it up there close to the X-Men 97 cartoon as well, but it definitely holds its own in the ranks of all Marvel properties that have been released in the last, say, year or two. And very excited for what it's going to do moving forward. Taylor Day, let me see. How do I even start this conversation? First of all, we'll start with the ending because we've talked about the series all over. But the ending of the show, the Doctor Strange creating that loop of time, like when you first saw that, you were like, "Huh? Did you do the huh?"
I was like, wait, what? It's almost kind of like what in the what if / multiverse is happening, which is it's a little Dormammu, esque, which is great.
Yeah, I honestly still don't get it. You trying to tell me future Peter is the reason that previous Peter got the spider, but what do they call it? They call it the grandfather paradox. That's what they call it. I don't understand it, but it's okay. It's one of those things that this show mastered. And it was the thing that the show mastered, to me, in my opinion, was subverting expectations.
Yeah.
You could not guess anything that was going to happen. You had kind of a hint at maybe the direction, just so based on previous Spider-Man iterations, but they usually took a nice left or right field turn, and you were like, okay, I'm rolling with it. So I'll go with this. Moving forward from this show, is there a certain character or characters that you're most excited for and seeing their trajectory moving forward to, they have 3 seasons planned. So
literally all of them. I want to see more of Lonnie and see what's going to happen with him and his character, especially with everything, all the new changes. Try not to be as spoiler free as possible. But
no, you can speak. This is spoiler talk because
spoiler talk.
We talking.
I want to see what's going to happen with Lonnie, if they're going to what they have planned for his character. Like, is he going to stay down this path? Are they going to switch it up? Like, I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do with him. Love it, adore it. But I just want to see what's his character. I want to see if Strange is going to come back and have more to do with Peter.
Right.
Especially since his loop is so strange. I want to see what's going to happen if we're going to see some or more of Daredevil coming into the neighborhood Spider-Man, because I know that there were those connections in there with that. So I don't know. I have many questions, and also the fact that Richard Parker is there. Like, this is obviously this show is its own standalone, And I love that it is because it can do something different. We don't have to make sense of the multiverse and everything that has come before it. But it's just like y'all really are opening a lot of doors to do a lot of different things. And I'm like, this is interesting. This is not usual. I like it.
Mhm.
Please keep going. I'm intrigued. I'm sad. I'm sad.
Right, right. They need to get some of these writers into these bigger writing rooms.
Hello.
Just saying though. They came out of the writer strike like, okay, now it's time to get to work. So we about
For
to have
real.
for sure, for sure. Yeah, I
What
piggyback
about you?
everything you said for the most part. Like Lonnie Lincoln, I'm
Yeah.
very interested if he's gonna go. Like we know he's Tombstone. We know, the character Tombstone is a
Yeah.
little buck wild in the comics and other iterations, but the way they make it look like he's still not bad though. You know what I mean? He still has his
Exactly.
moral compass, even though he's 1/10. He is the gang leader to 1/10.
Yeah.
He's still kind of like, man, he might have them 1/10 dudes walking old ladies across the street and you know what I mean, giving back to the community in the right way. I
Mm-hmm.
I kind of hope it goes that way, but I feel like a dark turn is coming just because they went so heavy on making sure
Yeah.
that he never went absolute rogue and just went crazy.
Right.
So I don't know, but I'm hoping he doesn't go too far left. I hope he subverts
Also,
our
what's going to be the
expectations.
smoking gun for him going, wrong? Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
what will
because it
that
means
be?
he only did it for his family, first and foremost, to
Mm-hmm.
protect his little brother. Other than that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The scorpion is gone, so don't nobody really have like just a straight up beef with him like that, I guess. I mean, the 1/10 in that in Scorpion's gang, I guess, will have beef forever, but like, he doesn't really have a reason to just go straight bad. So I don't
No.
know. I hope not though. I hope he really doesn't. But who else did you mention? Oh yeah, Peter's pops. Do you think Peter knows that his pops is in prison? Or do
There's
you
no way. I mean,
it's
because like, if he did, why wouldn't they have them mention it? Or why was it just May? Um, but also like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he does know, but like, so he's just not talking or associating with his father while he's in jail. Is that like a request? Like,
I really don't know. It's so weird. Like even when he talked to May, he was like, "All right, let's get down to business. Tell me about my son." But he said it in a way like it was a secret that he was in
yeah,
there. I just don't. I don't really know. I don't know the comic history of what he's done in the comics, so I really
me
don't know.
neither.
That was left field for me. I was like, "What? His daddy alive?" First, I thought it was Uncle
Yeah,
Ben. I was like, "Hold on, is that Uncle Ben
yeah,
you in town?"
because there's always a Ben.
So I was like, but yeah, that's
I know,
interesting.
Richard.
That's very interesting to me actually. But who else? Nico. She
Yeah.
definitely has the mystic side. I've seen her in live action before in the Runaways.
Hmm.
I know how she gets down. I wonder how they're going to do in the season 2 if she's actually going to fully release these powers and
Yeah.
which would be dope. There's another comic book she's actually in that I was telling you about, the Ultimates. She's one of
Hmm.
the X-Men in there. So it's seems like they're bringing Nico back out the woodworks. Maybe she'll have a more prominent role at some point in the MCU moving forward in the future. But who else? Hmm, who do you think Peter is going to date or get closest to dating? Will it be Pearl or Nico? Do you think him and Nico friend zoned all the way?
I want to say that if they're really like not going with the regular Peter lore, I would say Nico would be like in game and Pearl will be like, for right now, but it's like there
Yes.
needs to be like a build, kind of like how they did with MJ in the MCU films. It's like the first movie, like she wasn't really MJ, but over time she's become more and more his love interest. So I'm hoping that they do that with Nico. But then again, maybe it's Pearl. I don't know. Maybe like, there'll be somebody else that pops up. Who knows?
Yeah. Will we get an MJ, an actual
Will,
MJ?
will we get one at all? Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like
Y'all
they're
know
not going to.
Gwen Stacy is coming next season.
See,
So
that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be Gwen then. It's gonna be Gwen.
interesting. Usually not my cup of tea, but I feel like Peter is a little, you know what I mean? He's actually cool, so he
That's what I'm
probably got
saying. He a
little
Mac
options on these
Daddy.
streets. You know what I mean? He got options out in
Yeah,
the streets.
he gets what he wants, and so we just gotta figure out what he wants.
Yeah. Well, he
But what if one of them
definitely.
ends up with Lonnie though?
I mean, if they like street dudes,
Why not? Why
hey,
not?
Pearl didn't cut my boy Lonnie off, bruh. He didn't went
Listen,
to zero dark 30 on her. He wouldn't.
all I'm hearing is enemies to lovers. That's all I'm
Are you
hearing.
kidding? Okay.
I don't
See,
know. I'm just being
so
silly.
maybe we should put a friendly wager on it going into the next season.
Yeah.
Who does Peter end up with?
Who
Or
does Peter end
better
up?
question,
Who does
does
Lonnie
any of
end up
them
with?
die? Does any of them die? Because that would
Oh my
throw people off.
gosh. You think they're gonna do that? You think they're gonna be
I don't know.
that deep?
See, they really almost went left field with Peter though, because
Yeah.
I mean, the show in general, but Peter, they actually showed a portion of Peter like he was about to actually unleash. Like the story is he's always holding back his punches.
Yeah.
He almost went full rage mode. He did, but the ultimate death blow, he got held back by Lottie. I was like, ooh man, give me one whole episode of fully unleashed.
But what if this is a setup and in the future seasons he will turn into that dark Spider-Man and it will be Lonnie that will continue to have to bring him back, but it just gets darker and darker and darker. So it's like, yeah, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man who's not actually so friendly. That would be
Right.
interesting if they like keep
Yeah.
going with that. But I don't know. That's really going dark with the Spider-Man franchise.
It is, excuse me, but I mean,
Oh,
I guess for that to happen, that would mean somebody is dying, whether it be Aunt
mhm.
May, Nico, or anybody that's like ultra close to him in the actual show. It would take that for him to go all the way down that lane. It would be fun to see, but it will be real off brand for that man. So I'm going to keep it that he never does that. He might
Yeah.
have some more moments that really tests him holding back, but I think he'll ultimately, be just Spider-Man as we know him. As we
Exactly.
know him.
What's
I definitely
Stefan
want
saying
more
in the
there.
comments?
Let me see. Nothing. Well, he asked if we could see it. Yeah, we saw it, but I don't know. There's nothing else there. So
Stefan, come back. We want the interaction. We can see you.
big facts. It's all good though. What else in the show that I was? Oh, okay. So let's talk Norman real quick,
Yeah.
Mister. Yeah, you already know the history of Norman, and in this show,
Mhm.
they kind of made him seem like he's somewhat good, very helpful. Doesn't really have horrible intentions with any of this stuff, even though we know he's gathering
Yeah.
tech and science from everybody pretty much. I don't know if he's actually all that smart other than a businessman, to be honest. He's pretty much
Mhm.
leaning on everybody else's tech. But like we all know the dark turn he usually takes. And they made it look like he was taking that dark turn in the end, but he really wasn't. He was just being overly ambitious and being reckless with, you know what I mean? Like he was trying to
Yeah.
go out in space and create portals to ultimately do the Tony Stark thing, you know,
Yeah.
try to protect the Earth from bigger threats and have a way to compete when we have these invasions and things of that nature. Do you think that will continue, or do you think it will actually turn like it normally does? And
I think that they have the opportunity to use this groundwork that they've laid with Norman, with like you said, the villain being ambition rather than real like twiddling mustache
right,
evil. Because again, that's like reflecting real life, and it's like you have these ambitious people out here who are trying to do these larger than life things, but really not thinking about how it impacts people in your, again, friendly neighborhood. So I could see them leaning into that more and just like continuing it on. So again, it's not like he's a straight up evil person, but how far will ambition take him? And that being like the basis of a lot of the like the dark seeded things that he does. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know if he'll take it. I'm almost kind of leaning towards Harry taking the dark turn, though.
Hmm.
Just because this show has been, like I keep saying, based on subverting expectations.
Yeah.
I can see a scenario. Obviously, he's already breaking away from the family situation. He's starting his own thing. What did they call it? Web? I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
But whatever, he's gathering his own geniuses and his own sciences, and obviously working with Spider-Man to do things kind of his way, in the way that Spider-Man would actually have more freedom doing his thing. But I can kind of see him taking the turn, and maybe not just from indications of the show, like
Yeah.
story wise, but just the intention of the show, subverting everybody's expectations. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of hope they go that way though. And
I hope
plus,
they
he's
do
super
too.
close with Harry now. So
Yeah.
it would be more devastating, I think.
We need that tension.
Yeah, factuals, factuals. I'm trying to think. I wish I had Eric Voss here because there was a lot of like Easter eggs, especially in that ending, like people he was recruiting and things like that. But
Hmm.
I don't remember all of them. I did see that Amadeus, one of the scientists, one of the four scientists that Peter came with, he stayed with Norman. And if you notice, when he zoomed out of his picture, everything in his scene was green. I think we're going to see him turn into the Hulk, fam, because he does in the comics. That's his thing. So
Ooh.
there, we can get that. I think so, but we'll see. Um, there's so much stuff to go on. Got so many things to go on with this show. There's so many storylines, so many characters, so many left turns being made. I
Yeah.
don't really know where it's going, but the writing is impeccable. The art style grew on me within 5 minutes of watching the show, and I'm super excited to see season 2, which we'll get next year. So it's not
Yeah.
gonna be too long. So in 2026, we'll get that. And I've seen a lot of people talking for some reason, like today, there was a lot of people talking about 2026 releases. I don't know
Mm.
why, what happened before everybody just do that, but there's a lot though. We get
Mm.
Spider-Man movie. We'll see Spider-Man quite a few times though next year. I think he's
I
gonna be
mean,
in
there.
today. He gets his own feature film, and we get this show again. So yeah.
That's their cash cow. They're going to have to lean in heavy with Spider-Man because no matter what Marvel's doing, Spider-Man always makes money.
Yeah.
So,
What the hell is Sony doing though? That's the what. Come on, bro. If I was Sony, they would have a Spider-Man movie at least every 2 years. I don't
because
care
I
if
just,
it's MCU related or nothing. I will always have Spider-Man.
yeah, I know. I don't know. I got to figure out what they're doing because, I don't
Yeah.
know. Madam Web wasn't it,
No,
but
it wasn't. Definitely wasn't. We're gonna pray for Madam Web, matter of fact.
Mhm, mhm.
Anyways. All right. Well, Jay Camp ain't in here yet. I wanted to get his thoughts.
As I said,
Um,
we got to get J Camp thoughts.
yeah. Uh oh. Uh Daredevil. It came out today, y'all. I'm not trying to change the subject. I was going to piggyback off what you said earlier. Wanted to see where Daredevil is going in this series, the Spider-Man series. I
Yeah.
keep I keep slipping my mind that actually Daredevil is out today. I cannot
We
wait.
got to
I'm gonna watch one episode
We
today.
slip it. We slip. We should talk about Daredevil today.
I know, but yeah, no,
I
we're
haven't
gonna get
watched it
back
yet. It's
in.
okay.
We definitely gonna get on it. That's for sure.
Next week,
Yeah, shoot, it might be
and
before that.
I'll get through.
Oh wow.
I'll try to get through the previous. I'm sorry. I'm such
What you talking
such
about? The
a
original?
the original. I still have to get through the original too.
You know, you might be too late on that one. At least right now, to squeeze
What?
all that. It's like it's three seasons though. That's why I
Three
say it's not
seasons.
too
How many
late.
episodes per season? JK.
About 10 per. Yeah. Let's see if we can get it in here. My bad.
Perfect
Hold on.
timing.
Jason foul upside down, though.
Huh?
I said never that Jason's foul upside down.
Oh yeah. Well, that's part of the look. I
Yeah.
was trying to get it back. All right, here we go.
hmm
There we go. But anyways, nah, man, we was over here just giving our thoughts on Spider-Man, bro. Trying to,
What'd you think?
deduce what we think about some characters moving forward. We both are excited about pretty much all the characters. The Lonnie Lincolns, your Nikos, obviously Spider-Man, your Normans, all this stuff,
hmm
bro. What characters are you looking forward to moving towards season 2 and 3, as far as the storylines, how they left off in season 1, man?
Man, definitely Norman. Stormin' Norman. He was
Stormy
he
Norman.
was on that. You can tell that he was grizzly with his. Like he was grimy. That's why I'm glad Matt Murdock was like, look, man, watch your boy. Like
Yeah.
he's up to something, you know. And Spider-Man being a gullible kid at that time, he fell for it. But his eyes is open. But I'm
Mhm.
definitely looking forward to seeing Norman. Y'all basically said a lot of the other characters. Um, how like Strange fits into, the next season.
Mhm.
Um, any other surprises that we may get? Because I wasn't expecting Daredevil. I mean, I'll be all the way real.
No.
So I didn't expect that at all. And he was a man of business too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So why coaching it? Like that's some
yeah,
true like OG stuff. Like you give somebody the backhand, you like, look, man, I'm trying to school you. I'm being nice. You
Yep.
like it's
facts.
like putting your little brother in the headlock.
Right.
That's basically what he was
He
doing.
did.
But
He sunned him the whole time with
he's
the heat too.
Yeah.
It wasn't even.
right
He wasn't
with
trying that hard at
ease,
all.
right with ease, but also Spider-Man's development. You know,
Yeah.
him discovering like how nice he can really be, which is what Norman was trying to pull out of him on
Mhm,
the opposite side, though. You know, so I'm definitely trying to see how all that
Mm.
shakes out. But love the show.
mhm,
Very, very entertaining. Every single episode. It was definitely comic book flavor. You know how they did all the transitions, like the attention to
Yeah.
detail. Everything was really just perfection, man. I
mhm.
have zero complaints with this, and it's so many different ways they can take this show. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a treat. It's a treat for us.
factuals. Me and her were just talking about Storm and Norman.
Storm and
Do you
Norman.
think he's actually going to take the full turn evil? Because even at the end of this series, he really didn't. Like we said, he didn't actually have an evil plot per se. He had an overly ambitious plot. Like he wasn't doing something that was so diabolical that you know what I mean. Like, oh man, when Spider-Man find this out, he's gonna have to take him down. It was like it was more like, damn, Norman, you doing too much, bruh.
No.
You just doing too much, famo. It's not. You didn't try to kill nobody. You weren't trying. You know what I mean. But
Right.
do you think he's going to actually turn to that goon, that goblin? No point intended. Or do you think it might? They
Will
like I said,
DeVoe.
yeah. Will Defoe it or or will it subvert our expectations once again, like almost everything else in this show?
I think he is going to turn because he's already gone. He already passed the power hunger stage. Like when you look at
Mm.
the four stages of kind of like power, like dudes who's like thirsty for power. He's
Mhm,
already in like stage 3. So
mhm,
I
Mm.
think he's gonna go full tilt because he was using Spider-Man to get what he ultimately wanted.
mhm.
So I think he's already there. He's got one foot in that goblin door, so to speak. So I definitely
Indeed.
think he's gonna turn. I mean, we talking about what, another 8, 9 episodes? He got plenty
Mhm.
of time to get
Oh,
grimy.
he definitely
I
got
think
time.
I think it'll be a slow burn. Like they'll start him out like humble, but then he's gonna get back in that power hungry bag again.
And
Mhm.
watch it get out of control. Hmm.
hmm
Yeah, I mean it could. I think that the actual now that I think about it, the real wild card in this whole thing is probably going to be Dr. Octavius. Now that I think about it, because Dr. Octavius is really the one who's been building all these weapons that's on the street, and he's been Norman has pretty much been getting him for all his tech at the end of the day. So when Doc Ock comes out, he's really going to be the one to press Norman's buttons, I think. That, and I forgot he found that symbiote at the end too. So,
Question for you guys: do you
Yeah.
think this show will set up the Sinister Six?
it better.
Okay.
3 seasons, it better.
Facts.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're never going to get it in the MCU. I don't think. Well, I don't think we'll ever
Yeah.
get it in the MCU.
They just it seems like they're setting up a lot to do that. So I don't know if that's a
I
dumb
agree.
question or not.
I
But
mean, they just knocked out one of them though, so we got
will they come back though?
Scorpion, Doc Ock, Norman. Who else
But
would
will
be?
will they
Lizard,
adjust
maybe.
the Sinister Six and do different ones?
Could be
different
could be
characters?
Lizard.
Could be different
We
people
may
though.
even see Morpheus slide in there.
Morpheus.
Never know. Oh man, maybe they could make Morbius nice. I don't know. Even let's be clear though, Morbius, not the movie, but Morbius was nice. The movie
Oh
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Movie.
you know, the movie not like Jared Leto, but the movie was
Yeah. Um I mean, I didn't touch everything I needed to touch on this Spider-Man for the most part. J Camp, you got anything else or anything you want to add about it? Like I said, we've been talking about it almost 30 minutes.
No, I was listening, man. I mean, y'all cook,
Okay.
so I have nothing else to add to that.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, well, I think with that being said, we'll get out of our Spider-Man bag. Next Marvel bag that we do hop in will be Daredevil.
Daredevil.
We're gonna let y'all marinate on episode 1 and 2 today. Then we'll try to come. I want to come back maybe before the end of the week because I wait until next Tuesday might be crazy to talk about episode 1 and 2. But
That's real.
I'm super excited. And I can't wait to see episode 1 and 2. The reviews, not reviews, but actually reviews and like just reactions have been through the roof. Like almost more than anything I've seen other than Endgame and Infinity War, as far
We're
as
so
people
back.
talking. So yeah, I hope we're so back. I say Marvel Television is back for sure.
Yeah, as it
Okay.
should be. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. Keep going.
They had plenty of time, so
Yeah,
ain't no
factuals.
excuses.
They canceled so much stuff lately.
Facts.
Yeah,
It had
they had
enough
to double
time to be
down
able to
with the good
perfect
stuff.
their
Done
TV game.
fired people, saying shows done got cut, people done got fired.
Yeah.
Like you done reorged enough to where
Yes,
now we should be in a good place.
Good spot. Yeah, I
so
agree.
true.
And it's been quality though for the last year. Brave New World might be the weakest thing that came out, and we like that. So
Let's hope.
there you go.
I'm crossing my fingers for Thunderbolts. I'm
She said,
crossing
"Let's
them
hope."
fingers. Let's hope.
Man, I
Right.
hope Thunderbolts is gonna be
I'm
nice. I mean,
so nervous about Thunderbolts. I'm excited, but I'm
not
also
nervous about
nervous.
it, actually. I'm not even nervous
Okay,
about
that's
Thunderbolts.
good.
I mean,
I think that's a slam dunk right there. I don't
it
even think
should
they're gonna
be.
mess that up.
Like it should be. You got enough characters in that for
I
it
was
to
about
be
to
a
say
slam
it's
dunk.
the
Yeah.
cast of characters for me. You can't you have to really screw this one up to mess Thunderbolts. Period. Yeah, especially with that trailer they put out. That trailer pretty much sold everybody. If
Yeah.
you were on the fence and you saw that trailer, you was like, okay, I'm in. So we'll talk about that too soon. But all right, man, let's transition to the backside of this. Let me use the time stone. Because we're about to rewind time side. Let me get my strange hands. It's my strange hands. Use the time stone. Keeping on theme with Spider-Man being in high school. Today, let's talk about our former high school years. Our oh man. Obviously, me and Jay Camp are the same age. Miss Taylor Day is a young buck. She wet behind the ears.
I'm a new old. I'm a new old. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
That's what you calling that?
So-
New
I'm
old?
new to being
So
old. 'cause
Taylor's
these
from the
young ones.
bully school from like right at the when Facebook kind of kicked off era.
Ooh.
Yes, go J Kip.
Close.
I want to
Close.
ask you, what year, what specific year do you think I graduated high school? This is fun.
Mm.
I'm gonna say you probably graduated high school. I'm gonna say like 07.
Oh, wow.
Close. It's close though. It's
Zachary
close.
graduated in 07.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Zachary graduated in 07. I was 2010.
Yeah,
Okay.
young buck
I
by
was
young
young.
buck.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
old
yeah.
now,
You
though. It's old now. It's 15 years ago. That's insane.
yeah, I was an old nig when you was
Yeah,
in
facts.
I was out here working for real, for real. I was starting the family and everything. Taylor got me feeling extra old.
Oh man. No, we were born. We graduated in 98.
98.
1998, bruh.
Turn of the
We are
millennium. Almost.
Facts. We not even Y2K babies. Like that's you know.
All right.
We
So,
MS DOS babies. We had
Yes.
Tascams, Tandies, Emerson computers. We had the big backs. We had them joints. Mavis Beacon taught me how to type. Like
There you go.
this man,
Mavis Beacon. She a real one.
man, yeah. So, all right.
Listen,
So
I hope-
I'm gonna get some random
Perfect
questions.
bag.
From high school. What'd you say?
I said, I hope Mavis Beacon's family got a bag. 'Cause she
Mm.
taught the
Sure they
world
set
how
up
to
right.
type.
She taught everybody.
She taught everybody.
All right. So we're gonna
ASDF,
some
JK,
questions.
semicolon.
Okay. First question I'm gonna ask right now. How did you get to school? Did you guys ride the bus, or did you have somebody pick you up and drop you off?
Mm. Mm.
Man, it was a
Right.
combo for me. My mom dropped me off in elementary school. Middle school, I took the bus. High
Mhm.
school, I took the bus my freshman year. My sophomore year, I rode with my homie because he was like 2 years older than me. So he
Right.
was driving. So I rode with him. Then I got my license my junior year and I was driving. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. Taylor, how about you?
I want to say I can't really remember freshman year. I want to say though I was like maybe freshman year on the bus, but also I was a band nerd, so I was in marching band, and we had
Okay.
practices before school, so there was
Ooh.
no bus.
No bus,
There,
no bus for you.
exactly, there was no bus. Joanne or somebody else, like there would be sometimes there would be rides, or Joanne would be taking us early.
Oh man. Oh,
Early in the
man.
morning. And then after that, like I think also by my junior year, or maybe it was sophomore year too. I don't know. Whenever I got my license, I started driving to school too because she was sick and tired of
Yeah,
driving.
you already know she was trying sick and tired. She was sick.
man,
And-
most real parents can't wait. It's like, ooh, as soon as you get your license,
Like
I'm
go.
gonna help you get a bucket and you gonna get to work. All you gotta do is put gas in that joint.
Right.
For real.
So her mom was extra sick because your mom always took somebody to school. It didn't matter.
She
It was
still
a
be doing
practice.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
She
practice.
still
It
be
don't matter.
driving folks to Chicago. It's like
Yeah, she just told me that. She said, I got to take somebody to Chicago on was it Sunday or Saturday? I forget.
I don't know. She's doing too much.
Yeah,
Man, she
by the
got
time
that,
she got to you, she was tired. She was like, I ain't
Yeah.
taking nobody nowhere
almost
else.
like the
Okay.
people who drive the van at church. Like them
She-
people
they're-
be taking
Yeah,
me
yeah.
everywhere.
She was
That'd be her in
she
her
was
own car.
factual,
Terrible.
factuals. Yeah, I did pretty much the same thing. I took the bus to school until I was a junior. And then junior year I started riding with some girls from my apartment
I
complex.
bet you did. You were riding with the
Nah,
girls,
but
weren't you?
but the thing is, I was riding with the girls and their mama though. It was
Oh.
me
That's
and
the
Wally
bus.
V. Yeah,
They
me and
said,
Wally B, because she was a teacher there, so we was riding there. And
oh,
then when I got my license, I started driving. Junior, really my senior year, I really started driving. But yeah, no,
that's real.
it was a dangerous street riding. I was always nervous on Alto. I ain't gonna lie to you. And
The Alto was
Alto,
crazy. If you go out on the Alto now, it's insane. It's so narrow.
yeah,
But then I'll tell you, like I remember driving to school, still trying to get ready somehow, or eating breakfast. So I was driving with my knees down
yeah.
Alto while doing whatever else and adjusting the
Thank the Lord
radio.
you survived.
That was insane. I don't know
Doing
why I'm
too much,
not dead right now.
It
bruh.
is a time when you kind of
Bro.
get nice driving though, because you gotta learn how to navigate them streets. Because when you go into high school, that's when like everybody going to work at the
Yep,
same time. So you gotta be nice
Like,
behind the wheel,
yep.
and
hey,
you gotta leave plenty of
bro.
time.
I
And
mean,
listen,
that
and I
road was
didn't.
pretty much claimed somebody's life every year, almost.
Oh, yeah, every year.
Almost every year, it claimed somebody's life, all the way back to when our uh, moms and them went to school. We all went to the
Yeah,
same school, J Camp.
which
Our
is
parents went
terrible.
to the
Ah,
same high
okay.
school we went to, and
So y'all
everything. Like
probably they
we
probably
got a
knew the
legacy out there,
principal.
man.
Okay,
the,
okay. So them Franklins is out there, out in them streets.
the
Then
Franklins, the Whites, man. It was really, yeah, yeah.
It was them Harrises. That's what it was. All
Harrison,
them Harrises
man,
Harrison.
coming through. But yeah, like even it was what's weird is I didn't have him, but a teacher that my mom had was still there when I went
Crazy.
to high school.
That's
that's
so
And
always out
there's
the chain.
but it's
Yeah,
it's not even like it's not even like she had me when she was 21. She had me when she was 36. Like that man was there
nah,
for
he
a
was a pillar.
while.
He was a pillar of that school. What kind of car did you guys drive?
I had a 92, no, a 91 brown, doo-doo brown Ford
Doodoo
Tempo is what
Brown.
I had.
You had the
But
tempo.
Dang.
yeah, I thought I was flexing though, because they had the automatic seat belts. So when I got in that joint,
Yeah.
the
It was
seat belt
Facts.
go over me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got into
I
a
had
wreck
the
in that joint
88.
though.
I
I
had the
had that
88
car like,
oh
Camry.
no.
I
yeah, I
had
had
the
a car
88
7
Camry.
months, and somebody
Wait,
clipped me.
how did you talk about you someone clipped you and you got into a wreck?
Mhm.
hmm Yeah, like somebody like hit me from the side. Like I was
Oh
Mm.
just riding down the
no.
street. Was in the car with two of my homies. We just riding, and old lady just wasn't paying attention. She pulled out and she hit us from the side, and
That's
I rolled
crazy.
into a ditch and everything. Like, knock on wood, I'm here today because I was doing about 50, and that
That's
woman just like
crazy.
it's like she came out in the middle of the street and just panicked.
Did you get a check? Did you sue?
You know what? I wish I had like a Daryl Isaac or somebody like that at that time, on the billboard, because I would have sued the
That's
pants
real.
off that old
I
woman.
mean, like, listen,
I would have
that's
left her with
automatic
Nathan.
money.
I
That's
would have left her with Nathan.
That's
listen, that's
called
that's automatic money because she's in the
Facts. I would
wrong.
have pulled up at the courthouse with the chicken
oh
wing
wow.
with the DJ Paul.
What?
Factuals. I
Like,
feel you though.
like I'm over here hurt.
Taylor, is
That's
that who you was
terrible.
talking about, Mr. Kincaid?
No, it was Mr.
No.
Cole. Mr. Cole, he did
Oh,
speech
the speech teacher. Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and
I
he did
remember. I
theater.
had
He
him.
did theater. So
That's
Mr.
wild.
Kincaid is a
Cole,
classic teacher name.
that is that is
That
a
do
class
sound like a
OG.
class teacher name.
Kincaid.
Mhm.
The crazy part is I had an 88 Camry J Camp, and my mom's car was in the shop. So she took my car to work and she got sideswiped.
No.
Factuals.
Mm.
Factuals. We could have been riding the 88 Camry when we was in school, but we started riding that Sable though in
Man,
college.
man, with the wipers, we had to hit the
Facts.
street.
Yeah, it was all bad, famo. It was all bad.
Uh,
What was you driving,
oh,
Taylor?
I had a 2001 Kia Rio. So
Was it the silver
still
one? The silver
it was the
car?
silver one. The silver one
Okay.
that we took to Wisconsin that one time. We were all up on
Mhm.
top of each other. That exact one. That's what
is
I
that
took the
that
car.
whip
That car.
where it was like a buy one get one free? Like you
I
bought like
have
a
no
Kia
idea.
Sorrento and you got a
It was
Rio for free?
basic. I
Yeah,
don't know. It was basic, and
kids
we
back
just had
then was
to.
like
We had to do that with them windows.
Yeah,
And
they
like
was
the
doing
thing
that
is,
back then.
the heat didn't really work that well. So it was like the heat from the engine just kind of came through the vents, and that's what warmed up the car.
Yeah, that's when Kia had no business making cars back then.
factual,
Like they were just putting
factual.
people's life in danger.
But listen,
You
that
know, you
car got
just
me. That car got me through high school and college. So
Hey, that car got me to work a couple times, more than a couple times.
exactly.
And
See,
let me not
and
care.
it
I had
got us.
fun on that car.
It got us to Platteville and back up them hills. We thought we were gonna die, but we made it. That
I
car
know.
was a skate, a roller skate, and we had four of us in there.
hey,
Yeah,
salute to the Kia then. You know, got you
Yeah,
yeah,
from
it was
they
point A
did
to
holding
it.
it
point
down.
B.
They did it.
Let me see. I got more questions for y'all. Okay. Did y'all play any sports? I know Taylor, you said you were in band, right?
Marching
Did you play?
band is a sport.
I give you that. If you gotta do some movement and you gotta go to practice, hell yeah, it's a sport to me.
Listen, we
But
were
Mhm.
winning state championships. It
did y'all?
definitely.
Did y'all win state champ?
Yeah, child, we were competitive. We were traveling several
Mhm.
years in a row. I think they just started losing again. Like they weren't
Nice.
playing.
That's ill.
I still
Speaking of
have
championship,
PTSD from band.
do you? You say why? Why you say?
We ain't getting
No,
into
nah,
that.
we ain't gonna do all that. Okay. Speaking of champions, my daughter Ava, she won champion. She's state champion again this year. Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to
First
That's what's
place
up
in hip
there.
Auntie.
hop dance. Yeah, yeah.
She
That's
doing
Ain't
what's
that
so
up there.
big.
thing. I
And
love it.
transition to high school next year though. It's gonna be
Look,
different.
Are
But
y'all
you
sa-
ready? That's the
y'all
question.
sacrificing to raise a champion, man. That's
yeah.
how it be.
You said, am I ready?
Are you ready for her to be in high school? Because now it's a whole new ball game.
Hey, I'm about to go buy AR, so let's be
No.
Factuals. That whole school would be,
see that fake smile.
man. Mhm.
It's gonna be
Let
real.
her
Especially
live.
if
She
Mr.
will
Kincaid is still up in there
live.
and something pop off, I hit up Mr. Kincaid. Wait, look, I'm pulling up, Mr. Kincaid. You better get out of Dodge ASAP.
Oh man. J Camp, you played sports, then you ran track.
Ran track, played baseball.
Runner, a track star, and baseball. You look
Ran
like you would
track,
play baseball.
played baseball. Baseball was my favorite sport.
Mhm.
Just probably slightly better at track, but baseball was like my ultimate like sport. Like I wish I would have like really stuck with it, but like track and baseball was always at the same time, so it was hard for me to
Right.
like
Mm,
go back from both sports. But
Hmm.
we came in second in state. I think my senior year in baseball. We was always like solid in track. We was always finished like top 10. Uh,
dang.
but yeah, man,
That's it.
it was fun, man. I miss some days, man. Playing
Nah, they were good
sports.
times. I played baseball as well. I skipped out on track. They wanted me to. It's crazy because I really was the fastest dude in the school. Not on
Why
long
didn't you
distance, but
do it?
if we had a 40-yard dash, I was on dust everybody, fam.
Why didn't
The
you
reason
do
why I
it?
didn't, two reasons. Two reasons.
Money.
First reason, I hate running. I hate
Oh,
running. It's not my thing. Second reason is I wasn't gonna be eligible for my Letterman jacket still, even if I ran track. So I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm cool. I didn't play baseball
dang.
that year or run track. I just played basketball for my last 2 years. I was
I remember basketball.
good. Yeah, good old days. Were
Hmm.
either one of you troublemakers in school? Did y'all get in trouble ever with that? Y'all,
Oh man, I
I
went in
don't want that
trouble.
look. I don't want that look, Taylor. What was that for?
You
Right.
said that
I,
going well. I couldn't get into trouble.
I wasn't a troublemaker, but my mom did have to pull up to the school a couple of times.
What did you
Double
do?
time?
Yeah, she pulled
Mm,
up.
out there
It was really
wilding.
more so like I don't know, like grade related. Like I had a teacher. This is gonna blow y'all's mind. It, in typing class, I had a typing class my freshman year, and the teacher took my final from me because me and my homie was like we wasn't like clowning, but we was like talking. He gave us
Mhm.
one warning. He was like, don't talk. But then like I wasn't even the one talking, and he takes my final, and he basically failed me. So my mama
Dang.
went up there to that school, and next day went all the way off. You know, because she was basically like, even if he was talking, like you should have just like sent him to the office or something. Like, why would you like
Dang.
take the final and
Hell,
like failing
right,
when you didn't
right,
even do that with the other boy?
right.
Yeah.
And there was other people in there talking. It's like, come on, man. Like, I don't know what the dude was on, but he just
Hmm.
straight took it. He just walked up. I'm a typewriter,
Dang.
snatched the paper, balled it up, threw it. You know, I had to explain that. It's hard to explain when you fail a typing class. Like, that's like
Yeah.
strict. That's like failing gym.
Right.
Like
For real.
you have to explain. Like I had to explain that. Like it was all on the report card. Just chilling. And
Mm,
she couldn't. She didn't believe me when I said, "Dude took my final." I was like, "Nah, you did." Like, so she went up
right.
to the school. Wow, she had to go up to the
Dang.
school a couple of times. But had an issue with another teacher. She had to
That's the
go up
funny
there.
part. It's always the mama
English,
that go up to the school, ain't it?
Mr. Stutzman, that's his name. My English
Mr.
teacher,
Stutzman.
and the sophomore year, like I spent so much time on this book report. He gave me like a C minus. And I was
Mm.
like,
What?
come on, bro. Like you like this is a masterpiece. You talking about a C minus. He wasn't feeling it. It was like a 14-page joint too, man. I had the thesis in there, like my intro was nice, the body paragraphs, like it wasn't a whole lot of quoting. Like I didn't have to use a lot of sources. Like it was all off top.
Yeah.
And he gave me a C minus, and she wasn't feeling that grade. And then he changed it the very next day.
Dang. To
That joint
what?
was an A.
Mama,
He changed it to an A.
Dang.
no way
Your
he didn't
mom's
get that.
wasn't playing.
Nah, she
Telling you,
wasn't
bro. It's
playing.
always the mamas, fam. I'm telling you. I
Hmm
don't know what it
She
is. Mamas don't play when it comes to that.
When it comes to them grades in school, because they come to the school skeptical, like they don't believe
yeah.
nobody. You can have the worst child, and they just in there just effing all the way up. But a mother would be in there like, I need receipts. I need to see, because my mother going there and ask for the grade books. Said, I need
Yeah.
to see them grade books, and I need you to explain to me how you came to this conclusion.
Right.
She was classic
Yeah.
for a parent-teacher conference with the principal. Principal being there too.
That's
That's
crazy.
the mamas got you can't go too crazy on a mama, so they got the upper hand regardless of the moment they
In
walk on.
fact,
That's
You know
real.
what I mean? So, but what kind of students were y'all? Y'all A, B, B, C, C, D? I'm a B,
yeah, I was
C, D dude. That's what I was.
definitely BC.
You was a
I,
B,
I,
I
C?
I didn't go hard enough.
Yeah, I definitely didn't.
I was an A-B student, but there were occasional C's and D's. I did
Mm,
have to, I took geometry twice to try to get a better grade, but still ended up with like a
And never
C.
the occasional though.
Yeah.
smarty art nicks.
Nah, I was classic BC. Like I wasn't getting above a B, and I was not getting below a
So
C.
what was going on? Were you guys not studying? Did you not get the material? Well, like what were your struggles when you were in school?
I didn't really struggle. I just did the bare minimum because I just didn't want to work hard. Like I
Yeah,
I figured like I wanted to work harder at sports, and I
Yeah.
wanted to work harder at just being cool. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to blend in. But I was not somebody who was like, oh man, I gotta go home and study. Like I
Yeah.
would spend 15 minutes where other kids would probably spend 2 hours because I was trying to
Yeah.
be out and about. Especially when I
yeah.
got my license. Shit.
Yeah. See, I wanted to work hard at not getting yelled at, so it was like I'm gonna do enough
Well,
to
that's what
not
I
have to
did. Like
hear
I
Joanne
did
and David.
I did what I needed to do to stay off the radar.
Right,
That's what
indeed.
I did.
Yes.
I just didn't do enough, period, bro. I always say I would have survived way better in this climate of school versus back then. Like back
Why?
then,
Facts.
you had 7 books in your book bag. You actually had to read these books though to actually gain whatever you needed for whatever
Yeah.
assignments and all this stuff. And I have a short attention span, so even though I might get what you're talking about in school or in class, the teacher might say, I understand it, but it don't mean I'm gonna remember it. You know what I mean? Like
Mm,
it's not over my head, it's just in one ear and out the other. That's how
my
it was for me.
ADHD kings.
Bad, dude. It was terrible. And like I said, if I grew up in this age where I could actually pinpoint whatever I had to do, if it was some, equation or whatever, if I can go on YouTube and be like, all right, I'm gonna sit down here and
Yeah,
really just, I would, man, I'd be a
You
straight A
gotta be
student.
cooking.
I hear
Be
you. I hear
absolutely
you.
cooking. I know these kids these days because my children don't bring home schoolwork, but they're
That's
AB students.
wild.
I
How do
don't
you
get it
not
at
bring
all.
home
We had,
homework?
we had homework every day, and it was probably at
Hmm
least four
Right.
classes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I've
That
seen my kids probably do homework. My Josiah, very few times, like probably less than 10 times his whole high school career.
What?
Seriously, bro. And he's an A
but
too.
How?
it's so
He
structured,
got
man. Like
it's weird. I
everything is
don't know how they
structured.
do it. He
And a
has
lot of
two.
it's
He has two
online
study
too.
halls too.
But also, it's
Yeah.
like, how are they writing papers? Because, like me, so where you guys struggled in class, I was able to at least like pick up on context clues to like make it seem like I was doing the work. I wasn't doing the work. ADHD struggle, still trying to figure that out now. But like, I would wake up if I had to write a paper. I would wake up at like 2 a.m. the day it was due, and just
Mm,
until it
Well,
was
see,
done
that was
and
me in
turn it in.
college. Like I could do that in college. And I kind of do that now with my job. Like if I know I got like
Ah,
I got to do a presentation the next day, I'm like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set my alarm for 2:30,
yeah,
3,
and
get up and knock that
just
joint out.
do it. See, this is my problem though. I won't get up now. I'll be like,
you know what?
N-
There you go
Never
right there.
that one eye though.
it's just the
Yeah,
one eye makes sense.
I
I'm
I
not
work
looking,
better
and then
under
it's like,
pressure. I
I do
don't
too.
work good
Yeah,
if I have like time to do it.
right.
Yeah,
Like if somebody's like, man, I need this in a month, or I need this by March the 31st.
it's not getting
That's too
done.
Start
much
on the
time for
20,
me. Like
the
I'm gonna
29th is when you
deprioritize it.
start.
I'm gonna deprioritize it. You
Right.
know,
I
if
agree
you
on
tell
that.
me you need something tomorrow, I'm like, all right,
All
Yeah.
right,
I'm with it.
I
Yeah,
feel
I'm,
that.
I'm I'm built the same way, man. If you give me time, I'm gonna take time. That's how it
Right.
works. That's just how it works. But I need a hard deadline. I need to be
That's why I couldn't be no
But
mechanic.
even with
Somebody
a
be like,
hard
hey man,
deadline, it's like,
I need my car fixed. I'm like, okay, cool. I got
right.
you. You might be waiting 2, 3 weeks for that part. Hey man, I'm still waiting on that part to come in.
Factuals though. That's real.
yeah,
Let's see. More questions. What was your favorite subject in school? And what subject did you hate the most?
math. I hated math.
You hated math?
Anything math or science, actually, probably chemistry. I think I hated chemistry the most because I just didn't get it. Between that and pre-calculus, anything just science or math related, STEM related, let
Mm,
me be able to talk my way through something. Put me in English or put me,
nice.
my favorite class was between English and band because it was just nice being around the music
Mm.
all the time.
Dig that.
How about y'all?
I
I
mean,
loved math until we got to algebra.
Algebra.
Don't be
Listen,
giving me
you're either geometry or
don't give
you're
me
algebra.
letters or numbers. Nah, come on,
I
man.
said it
Give
was
me
all good just a week ago.
yeah, it was. I didn't know you could add A, B, and C with 4, 7, and 3. Nigga. I don't know what that means. But
Mhm.
I hated speech, fam. I just
What?
yeah, I hated speech. I did. I didn't.
Shy.
First of all, yeah, it was all shy. Who knew that I would grow up to perform on stages and things like that? But
Mhm.
you know what I mean? If I could memorize a speech, I'd have been Gucci out there. But I know I had to go down with you know, you may be nervous and your paper
Right,
shaking.
right.
You gotta
That's the
make that
out.
ever
That's the
so brief
outlet.
eye contact. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. But
Mhm.
yeah, I wish I can go back and take a speech class though to be 1,000. It would help me a lot.
It's never too late.
I
It's
know it's
never
not.
too
I
late.
ain't,
Go to
I ain't going back
community
to school.
college.
Mm.
I don't want to at least. I should say that. J. Cam, what was your favorite classes?
I mean, for me, probably like all the sciences. I liked
Mm,
all the sciences,
STEM.
social studies, geography, anything that like deals with stuff that's facts. Like I don't
Right.
like formulas. Like math to me is too much theory. I feel
Mm,
like a theory isn't fact. A theory is something that somebody it could be possible. You put all
Mm,
these formulas on the board. Yeah, you can answer it, but that don't mean it is facts. No, because
right.
mhm.
somebody else can come with another theory. Like, actually, you're
Mm,
missing a W in there. It's not correct. So I couldn't get down with math because I questioned it too much. Like it didn't. It's not that it was like real hard. It just didn't make sense. And I thought to myself, I'm never going to use this when I get older.
yeah,
So
that's
Yeah,
why do I need to know it now? It's the
that was
most
yeah,
irrelevant subject to me known a man. Like as long as I can count the dollars in my bank account, that's all the
mhm,
math that I need.
that's factuals. Yeah, that's real factuals. I mean, that went for everything in high school. To be honest, I mean, I don't want to go too that far down that rabbit hole, but even like the things that
But at
we
least
thought
where a
were facts.
country's located, though, that's a fact, though.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Geography is,
Kemet's not changing.
yeah.
yeah.
India is always going to be India. At least
Until
we
Mhm.
can
they
teach
change
people that.
the country splits up, and then
Yeah,
Well,
it's
that part.
like the Gulf of the United States,
uh,
Yeah, bruh.
that's unchanged.
child, don't get me
We got-
started. Don't get me started.
All right, we ain't got much more time. I was trying not to go more than an hour, but there's a few more questions I want to ask y'all. More intrusive questions. Everybody had one. Everybody had a high school crush and all that. So my question is, I'm not even gonna pull out who it was, but have you seen them lately? I'll ask that. Did they live up to what you thought they were going to be when they got to this age? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
did they
that's
the
that's
one?
that's a great one. That's a great one, man. That's a great one. I mean, I'll even say her name, man. I chased this girl named Jocelyn like
Mhm.
from my freshman year, and she was a year older than me. So my freshman year all the way to my junior year was hawking. Like I was over there like,
He was a
I'm gonna
fan. I
get you,
see.
girl.
Mm,
I'm gonna get you. Never
mhm.
really shook out that way. She ended up dating somebody who I never thought that she would date. Like this dude we
Mm.
used to call Chicken Wing because he
Mm,
kind of had
my
he
God.
had the leg like he was so bow legged. We just called him not Chicken Man.
Okay.
There was a dude named Chicken Wing,
Even worse.
but she dated Chicken Man.
Even worse. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you would get worse than chicken wing. He went
right.
chicken man.
Chicken Man, man. I was so crushed by that too, man. Cause she was all that, bro. I'm gonna tell you. I seen
That's what's
her
up.
maybe like 2 years ago when I went back to the crib. She still looked relatively the same. I mean, she married. Uh, you know, actually, she's been married twice. But but yeah,
Okay, no doubt, no doubt. How about you, Taylor? You were there cracked up off that chicken, man.
What?
if you'd have seen how he walked, you would see what he got. I said, I don't know how he
Wild.
pulled it. I don't know how he pulled it. Like
The
it
chicken
was
man is
it
wild.
must have been one of
Like,
them situations. Well, he's nice. He's nice to me. It must have been one of them situations. 'Cause I was
Mm,
hating. I
it's
was like,
you
man,
telling that story as wild as it sounds with a completely straight face, just
yeah.
reminiscing of like what? That's wild. That's
Oh,
wild. Um, honestly, like I know I did. Couldn't tell you because I have a crush like every like 2 months. So I couldn't
man.
I couldn't tell you. I can't keep up.
Keep
But
moving
I think all of them, I think most of them don't have hair now, I would assume.
on.
And it's it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
No doubt. The funny thing is, I don't think I ever had like a crush. I liked certain girls and things like that, but I never like crushed hard on folks like that. But there was some, what I mean, we had some joints in our school that didn't turn out quite well, at least looks wise. I don't know exactly what they got going on in their lives, but
they
I
had
was
the
like,
Mexi
man,
milk.
yeah, they was Asian like milk out in these streets. It wasn't. It's not.
Yeah,
Turned out very well.
that
There's
do be the
one
worst too.
pretty
It's
that
wild.
still doing their thing, but yeah, I really didn't crush on people like that. There was a couple
That's
girls from
good.
different schools that was, you know what I mean. But other than
I
that,
did
nah.
have one though, and time that I was interested in, and we
Mm-hmm.
kind of we was like cool. We was like on the verge, like
Mm-hmm.
you know, like almost went to prom, and I kind of made a done a decision, and I
Okay.
seen her like last year at like a random bar. Actually, I was with my wife too, and she
Mm.
came up to me. I didn't even recognize her. I was like thinking to myself, like, who are you? And she was like, it's Joy. I was like, oh, she had to like say her
Joy.
last. She had to say her last name. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, girl, how you doing? Like your chin is a little different. I didn't recognize you. You have the duplicate. You know, so I was like, I think to myself, like, I didn't recognize you.
What's about
Look,
hell?
look completely different. Like, I mean, she had the Halle Berry in high school, but seeing it last year, I was like, woo. I was like, I
Not
don't
the
know what you've been
duplicate,
on.
no sir.
Just had the duplicate, man. It was just like all the way,
I
like,
can't handle you, Doc. You
you know,
wilding,
and it
man.
always be them type of people who
Got
always
the
want to pull up on you
duplicate.
and give you the hug too. Like I
Oh
ain't seen
my
you in 20
gosh.
something years, 20 something years. You know, talking about you remember
Oh,
me. Oh shit, I
ah,
did remember you.
What's wrong with you, Jamal? My goodness.
Yeah.
oh man,
So
you can't
we
take
at
it
that age
so
now. That's the age of me and Anton at now. We seeing them when they
yeah,
way out of their element
right,
from high
right.
school.
Big time.
You know,
Big time.
even like
That's
some of the dudes we went to high school with, some of them be unrecognizable, man. They got like the Mr. Burns,
Oh
with the
goodness.
Sherman Hemsleys. Like, go ahead and cut it, bruh.
let
End
it
it.
go, man.
Like,
The beard is always lush, but they ain't got none of this
right. There's not enough Rogaine in this world that will cure that
oh,
Sherman. What is that?
it's rich. This dude, he said you got the
Or
duplicate.
dudes who's just super gray. It's so gray, it's like they look like they in their 50s gray.
Right. True that. There's a lot of those for sure. I just missed my high school reunion. I skipped out on it, but
Oh, you guys have
I,
one? Have them still? I don't think we've
I
ever
went to
had
my
one.
20.
I've never been to mine, but we definitely had them.
Yeah. I
I
went to
might
my
go to my
20
next
in 2008, which is funny, Taylor. I had my 20-year reunion. No, I'm sorry,
one.
2018. We
2018.
And
was out of
Yeah.
school. I did go to my 10 year in 2008. So I had my 10
Okay.
year high
before
school
he even was
reunion
out.
before you was even out. So
I know.
I did the 10 and the 20. And then we
What's it
got a
like to
30. What, damn,
what's it like
2028. It's gonna be our
that's
30-year
crazy.
reunion.
That's crazy. Y'all are old. What was it
We
like
are.
to go to your reunion? Like, is it what the movies, I guess, make it seem to be, or no? Is it like,
I
are
ain't
you
been.
shocked to see people then? Or is it like, do people look the same? Do they not?
No, it
Like,
was cool. Like I actually had a real good time in mine,
uh,
especially my 20 year. Because there was more
mhm,
people who came to that one than the 10 year.
yeah.
And you know, I usually go home when I go back home. I usually kick it with my homies from high school that I was real tight with anyway. I
Hmm.
usually
Hmm.
spend at least one. We had one evening together. We kick it, so they was all there.
Right.
Plus a couple of people who I was cool with that moved away. They all
Hmm.
came. It was fun, man. We all reminisced. They had like we had a time capsule at
Oh,
ours,
nice.
and they broke everything out that was in the capsule. And
Mm.
man, seeing the stuff that was in there
I
was
bet that was great.
wild, bro. Like people
Yeah,
had papers in there, you know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Like joint papers. Like it was
That's wild. That's
like,
crazy.
man, wild stuff,
Rolling
man.
papers in the
Nice, just
type.
like, man, I'm gonna throw some papers in this capsule. And crazy. Like it was like a deck of cards was in there, like, you know, like pens, just all kinds of stuff. You know, I still got my yearbooks and everything in my parents' crib.
That's
I had
awesome.
like one my junior and my senior year. I had yearbooks. That's how old we are. We talking about yearbooks.
I have mine. I think
Still doing
mine's in
it. Still doing
Indiana.
All right. I got a few more things real quick. I just want Taylor Day, do you know what the hottest songs were back in 2010 when you graduated?
I remember, I think the big one that I mainly
Great
remember is I
question.
Got a Feeling from Black Eyed Peas. I
Ooh,
got a feeling. Ooh.
That was a mega hit. That
Yes,
was
it
a
was.
mega hit.
that's actually not even the top 20.
What?
20 songs. Nope.
Are you serious?
Nope. It ain't. The number one song at that time was TikTok by Kesha, which is funny as hell.
Mm.
Uh,
Tick tock, make it stop on the. I remember that song. I
who
didn't
else
really
is
like
in
it.
there? Katy Perry, California Girls,
Okay.
OMG, Usher and Will I Am, Airplanes, B.O.B.,
Loved
uh,
airplanes.
The Way You Lie, Eminem and Rihanna,
Love the way you
Bad
lie.
Romance, Lady Gaga,
Some of these though, I remember
B.O.B.,
like fall
Nothing on You.
2010 because I remember college versus like high school.
Okay. Yeah, and it might be, to be honest. Let's see. Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling was 29. So
How
you
was that
probably feel like,
29?
do you know what song Black Eyed Peas had that was higher than that? I'm gonna be, whatever. Yeah, that's what it was. Empire
That was
State of Mind was
higher?
number 21 on the Billboard charts that
Mm.
year.
Dang.
Not Afraid, Eminem.
I'm not
Trey
afraid.
Songz, Say I, 31.
Mm.
Ludacris, How Low, Nelly, yeah.
Trey Songz was throwing them
Uh,
Diddy parties
That's
back then
wild.
too.
you know he was though. Albums that dropped that year: Kanye West, Twisted Dark Fantasy, Big
Mm.
I did
Boy,
love
Sir
that
Lucius
album.
Left Foot, Thank Me Later by Drake.
Wow.
Yep. Who knew?
Child, if
Distant
you could go
Relative,
back
Pay Me
in
Money.
a
No.
time machine.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. What was what Drake's first joint? First like
Yeah, that was it. That was the start right
yeah.
there.
That was
That's what he
so
got.
yep.
Teflon Don, Rick Ross. There's a lot of joints
Rick
out here, but
Ross, yeah.
these
That
are
was
all
actually
hip
a
hop
pretty
joints.
that's a pretty dope album for real.
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
All right.
98.
Yeah, 98. What you think
I
the
can
biggest song was that year?
in '98, probably
Yeah,
like
you're not gonna guess it. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
maybe
It was
back
crazy.
that thing up, maybe.
Do you think I could guess it?
Probably not,
High.
but try.
I mean, I would have to say like high. Oh, you talking about the biggest song? I'm thinking of hip hop.
Yeah.
The biggest song back then.
Yeah. Top,
It had to
which is even crazier. Yeah, top 100 songs of 1998.
It's
it
not
had to be
tearing up my
something.
heart by NSYNC. No. It would have to be a Britney Spears
It had
song,
to be
right?
like Backstreet Boys or NSYNC.
I'm
No.
telling y'all, bro. No, not on this
Wait,
list.
wait,
Hold on.
wait,
Let me
wait.
make sure.
Is
Let
it
me make
pop?
sure.
Is it pop though?
So this is
I can tell
this
you
is
what I was
a list of
jamming though
Billboard
back then.
magazine's top 100 songs of 1998.
Okay. Was it a pop song? What's
I
the
can.
genre?
It's R&B actually.
It's R&B. The Boy Is
It
Mine?
had to be like some Usher
That's
or
very
like
close,
some
Taylor. That was
some
very close. That's number
some
2, The
Bob
Boys
Kelly.
One.
Either
Nah, bro. It's
Usher or
too
Bob.
close by next, fam. Too close by
Too
Too
next.
close by
close.
next?
You
Facts.
getting too close to
Yes.
me,
Yeah.
baby.
Yep. Boy Is Mine was number 2.
I'm so excited.
We said
That
Ooh,
that's
number 2
that's a
one.
yeah, that's a dope
Casey
one.
and JoJo was number 7. All my
Oh man,
life.
I had a
I
homie who
prayed
Yeah.
for
sung it
someone
at
like you.
our senior dinner dance.
Oh
Who
yeah.
sung
That's
it? All
hilarious.
my life.
Nice and Slow. Usher.
Yeah, Usher. I
Nice.
figured that's
Will
why
I
I
Am,
said
Will Smith. Yeah.
98 was a great year for
Jiggy
now
with
R&B.
it. Oh
I
man,
can tell you
98.
what I
I'm telling
was
you,
I
bro.
can tell you what I was jamming though back then.
What were you
I was
All
jamming?
on
the
I
albums.
was
All
on
the
that
dope
Black
albums too,
Star real heavy. I was on the
Mm,
Aquemini, that Juvie 400 Degrees. I was on that. Um,
Yeah.
the Jay-Z Hard Knock Life Volume 2.
that's a
That
good one.
Oh man,
Redman
look.
Doctor Name. I was jamming that too.
Listen, 90,
'Miseducation.
98. The Locks dropped that
Miseducation was
year.
probably, yep. Miseducation
Capadonna,
dropped.
The Pillage,
Miseducation did drop that year.
Tribe
Scarface
dropped
dropped
that
My
year.
Homies, Scarface, AZ dropped Pieces of a Man,
Method Man.
Woody Mob Still Standing. What else? Let's see. Big Pun, Capital Punishment came out that
Listen,
year.
You know what was
2010
dope
sucked
though?
compared to y'all.
A slip
DMX
on
dropped
joint
2 albums that year.
was that 8 Ball Lost album.
Oh,
That
it's on
joint
there.
was
Yep.
slept
That was
on.
next. That dropped the exact same day as. Oh no, that dropped the week after the DMX album, the Lost joint.
That Onyx dropped too. That shut him
Yep.
down.
Shut them down. Yep. Man, there's so many. Nori's
So
album came
many.
out that year.
Scarface, My Homies album was
Yep.
another
Exhibit.
classic.
Flip Mode Squad, Imperial. Cannabis's first album came out that year. Skullduggery.
Man.
It was a great year for music.
It's one of the
Man,
best, bro.
it's one of the
Like
best. I'm gonna tell
Outkast,
you, Taylor, like
D-Not.
between like 94, no, I'm sorry, about 93 to like 99 was such a
I know.
phenomenal
It was
period. It's like
we had a
so
great
many
run.
classics dropped during
We had
that
a
time frame.
great run.
Dog, in the same week, Tila dropped, Twista and the Speed Not Mobsters, and Helter
Ooh.
Skelter Magnum Force, bro. What the world in the same week? Crucial
I want to
Conflict
say
dropped 2
we
weeks later.
copped albums from that little store in Vincennes.
Oh yeah,
We copped the
all these
Tila
albums
and the Speed Not Mobsters.
all these albums from October on, we walked to go get straight up and down.
Dang. In my
Copped
day,
them out.
we walked
So we copped
5,000
and
miles.
Helter Skelter got copped too. And Magnum Force.
Yeah, factuals. Big time. Hold on. We're grossing. Okay. Last question. What was the biggest movie in 2010? Taylor.
That's a great
Biggest
question.
movie in 2010.
It's a mega movie. It's a mega one.
It
Yeah.
was it Batman Begins? No.
No. No.
It was it Avengers?
With an A. No.
It was what?
2010. It starts with an A though.
Armageddon?
It's not Avatar, is it?
It is Avatar.
It's Avatar? I thought Avatar was
2010,
2012.
Armageddon was before
Armageddon. I think that's in Armageddon. That's
like
the 98.
94.
That's a 98. Yep. Let's see. We had
Damn, I'm way
Avatar, Toy Story 3, Alice in Wonderland,
Toy
Iron
Story
Man
3.
2, Twilight.
Twilight, yes.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
The
Which
first
one?
Despicable Me. Harry Potter and
HP.
the Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Part 1. Because in that
I mean,
January.
there's a lot of them that year. Despicable Me, Shrek, How to Train a Dragon, Megamind, Last Airbender. Yeah,
How to Train a Dragon, that's about to come out again.
Don't get me started on that. I don't know why they made it live action. It's shot for shot the same movie. What's the point of taking a 3D animated movie and doing it shot for shot live action? That don't even make no sense.
Just a waste of bread, hoping that people will reheat hot dogs. I mean, that's basically what it is. It's just
I hate it.
Reheated hot dog.
It's stupid. I don't hate it. I don't like it.
What was the biggest movie in 98?
98.
Armageddon.
Hercules.
Okay,
no,
number
Hercules
2.
wasn't the biggest,
Number
but
2.
Hercules was number 2?
No, Armageddon was number 2.
Dang it.
Number 1 is
got to
movie
be
I'll
that.
never watch.
Not that Kiss from a Rose.
Titanic.
Titanic, of course it was.
But the thing is, it kind of don't count. It actually came out in December of 97 though, but it rolled in 98, so they kind of
I took a shorty to go see that one too. I thought
wait, so Batman and Robin was when? Batman and Robin was 98 too?
That's why I said that Kiss from a Rose.
That's what I heard. I was like, yeah.
No, I thought that was it might have been 97. Armageddon was number 2. Saving Private Ryan was 3. There's Something About Mary was 4. Waterboy was 5. Dr. Dolittle, Deep Impact, Rush Hour, Godzilla.
Rush Hour was all the way down after all those
was
movies.
number 8. Yep.
I'm
Deep
surprised
Impact.
Rush Hour ain't top 5. That was
Right.
You would
a
think.
classic.
Let's see. Rush Hour only made 137 million.
Maybe we're
Which
thinking
is
of all
that's
the
a
hype
good number.
behind Rush
When
Hour 2,
when did
though.
the first Friday come out? Was it
That was like
97?
94. That was like
96?
95, 94, 95, I think. Because I was in summer
Okay.
school the year that came out, and that was the first year I was in
95.
high school. So yeah, it was 95 or something like that. For Blade was on the list. That was number 26, which is crazy. There's no way it would
Was
be
that
number
the
26.
Blade? Was that the one
It's
with
the
Deacon
original.
Frost? Deacon Frost is in that joint.
Was it?
The villain. I think Deacon Frost might have been in that joint.
You know what? I really need to go back and do the knowledge on those. Back in those days, I didn't even realize they were Marvel properties, to be honest.
I didn't either. Even Spine.
Yeah. Well, Spawn is a DC property, but yeah, I didn't know they were tied in like that either. So yeah, I dig it. But all right, man. Well, yeah. It's always fun to reminisce. We really could have
It
talked
is.
like 3 hours on this. We
We
really
could've.
could. And we was being, you know what I mean, trying to be light with it.
Reminisce.
Oh yeah. But like I said, this is something we'll try to do every show. It might not go this extensive, but we want to inject a little real life into these talks because not necessarily everybody's into Marvel. And you know what I mean? We want to connect with everybody. We want to have real conversations as well. So with that being said, all my stuff is about to die on y'all in the next
Oh
3
no. I just want to real quick give a shout out to Chicken Man.
That story will live on forever right there in your head, rent free.
Literally killed me.
Rent free though.
Chicken Man, wherever you are. And Chicken Wing. Both of y'all chicken dudes.
We had a chicken wing and a chicken man.
Facts.
Two different needs.
That's 2 different ones. Yeah.
Right.
Couldn't they had a
Dude.
group be called 2 Piece and a Biscuit though. It had to be the 2 Piece. But
It would be the biscuit squad. Coming to the stage. We got 2 pieces of biscuit.
oh man. All right,
Y'all
y'all. Let's
wildin'.
get up out of here because we'll do this all day. But for anybody who tuned in to watch us today, I appreciate y'all sticking around and chilling with us. Man, we're gonna do this every week. Next show, we will definitely dive into Daredevil because it is live right now. First episodes 1 and 2. And I know they're doing a weird release schedule. I'm not exactly sure how it is next week, but I think they released 2 more. So
Loud and proud.
plenty to talk about for sure. And how did you feel about Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man? What are you thinking moving forward to season 2 and 3? What are you hype about and storylines you want to see carry on? Leave it all below in the comments. Please hit that like button and that subscribe button.
Yes, indeed.
Taylor Day, do you have anything to say to the people before we leave?
I
No.
don't know. Stay black, y'all.
Stay black. Even if you ain't black, stay black.
Even, yeah, stay black. That's it. That's all I got.
I'm black, y'all, because I'm black, y'all.
I'm black, y'all.
I'm black, y'all, because I'm bitty, bitty, black.
Wherever you
Biggity.
please hit that subscribe button, that like button. This is the Jason Files Show. And we out because we black, y'all.
We out here.
Y'all. All right, y'all. Be good. Peace.